How's it going? What's up, you guys? How are you doing today? This is Laura Cashara. I am coming to you live today to talk to you about chicken strips, chicken tenders. I'm sure you could do popcorn chicken or however you want to make these, but these are going to be delicious, crispy fried chicken strips. I am going to be using an air fryer. If you follow me, I just got one and I'm super excited about it. And so, yeah, as you're jumping on, feel free to drop in the comments below where you're coming in from. We're gonna keep this short and sweet per usual. I already cooked a test chicken strip for you guys to show you because I made them the other night. We are eating these every night for dinner and they are awesome. So awesome. So, as you're jumping on, drop where you're coming in from. If you're watching live, feel free to drop a 1 below. If you're watching the replay, a 2 below. And if you are new to my broadcast, feel free to drop new in the comments below so I can say hi and send you a fun emoji or something. So yeah, how's your day going? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday. I am all off on this week, I swear. How's it going? Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Jamie, what is up? So everyone saw my post the other night on chicken strips and kind of got so excited and freaked out, and I don't blame you because it seems so impossible to be on a meal plan or diet plan and have crispy fried anything, but chicken strips especially. So let's talk about it. Hey Jamie, how's it going? And so yeah, the little guy is sleeping, and so I thought this would be a perfect time to talk to you about chicken strips. Like I said, I am going to be using my new air fryer today. I'm not going to make you guys sit on here and watch everything cook, but I will show you the kind I got and give you kind of a little quick review on it. And quick disclaimer, I have tried these chicken strips in the oven, and unfortunately with the almond flour breading, I was not able to get it to really like stick onto the hey Donna, onto the chicken. So if you guys have a great way to do that, I should probably try it again. I've heard great things about coconut flour in the oven on chicken strips. So yeah, I'm doing almond flour. I actually bought this air fryer because I wanted chicken strips so bad and I wanted them to be perfectly crispy. So don't mind my paper plates, but I have to show you. Like I just made an example one. Ta-da! This is crispy golden goodness. Super excited to see my outcome. Yay, this is the outcome, but stay tuned. Don't hop off yet, okay? I gotta show you how to make them. So, let's get started. Feel free to share this video. If you do share, feel free to drop shared in the comments below. And as long as I see it, I would love to give you a full name shout out. I always appreciate the likes, comments, and shares and all the love. This is so fun for me to come on here and cook for you guys. And the feedback has been so killer. I was so nervous to do this for the longest time. And it's just been such a blessing for me and for so many people, at least from the messages I've gotten. So I appreciate every single one of you and all the love. So I'm gonna wash my hands right quick. Yeah. Do you guys have an air fryer? If you do, I'd love to know what kind you have and how you like it. Let's do that first, okay? Shall we? Let's see if I can move it. It's kind of hot because I just made the tester one. Here we go. Beep, beep, it's coming over. Okay, it's really warm because I just made that chicken strip for you guys. So this is my my new air fryer and I'm totally in love with it. Thank you for sharing, Donna Twig. I appreciate you so much. This is the Go Wise brand on Amazon. I found it, I think it was like $70, $79 maybe. They have different sizes and everything. If you're an Amazon shopper, Amazon-aholic like myself, just go on and check out the reviews. I read a bunch of the reviews and the star rating. So far, I love this one so much. This is the Go Wise 3.8 quart air fryer. For my family and how much we eat, I probably should have gotten the next size up. However, I am limited. I know you can't see my whole kitchen, but I am limited on like countertop space with the cupboards coming down, and I made that mistake with the Instant Pot where I bought the bigger one so I could make more quantity, a larger quantity, and now it doesn't fit anywhere on my counter. So I do have to make usually like 2 batches of chicken strips or whatever we're eating, but yeah, I got the 3.8 quart and it's working out great. You have one, and ooh, pork chops. That sounds awesome in here. Hey, Courtney. So this is the Go Wise. I got it off of Amazon. I really wanted one with a digital display. I just read a bunch of reviews and I wanted to be able to control that a little bit easier. I don't know if that's important to you or not, but it was to me. So, and it's got this cool little drawer. And so you just pull the drawer out like that, and then it's got your frying basket, and it's all really hot because, like I said, I just made a chicken strip to test out for you guys. And it just lit up all blue. It's really cool. And then it's got presets on the front of it. So it says like fish, cake, pork, shrimp, steak, chicken, chips, and warm. So I've seen people make like desserts and stuff in these, so I'm just branching out. I tried mozzarella sticks. Those were an epic fail multiple times over. But I figured out in judging a few other recipes, my key mistake is you have to freeze the mozzarella sticks first. So if you're doing keto or low carb, I would love to know your favorite thing that you make in your air fryer. And if you don't have an air fryer, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. I love my Instant Pot, but I think I'm going to use this way more actually. So, and these chicken strips also, if you saw my picture last night of the chicken tender nachos I made, you can totally use these chicken tenders after you're done to make nachos out of them. So, super simple. Let's get to it. I have chicken tenderloins that I already took out of the refrigerator and kind of rinsed off and just kind of made sure they all look okay. And I have, don't mind my paper plates. This is just, you know, mom life. The dishes aren't done, and this is why I have my viewfinder right here so that you cannot see my filthy, dirty sink. It's not filthy, it's just piled with dishes, but I would rather come live than do the dishes, right? Hamburgers are fab. Oh, I'm gonna have to try that. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Michelle. How's it going, everybody? So we have our chicken tenderloins. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on here. I have more in the freezer, but they haven't defrosted yet. I got the giant bag from Costco. I highly recommend it. And I've just been breaking that into sections and making them literally every night. So these chicken strips are the best ever. They are not with coconut flour. However, if you want coconut flour, feel free to sub it out. It's going to be about half the portion that I'm using today. And if you're tracking, this is kind of going to be a guesstimate. You have to see how many tenders you're going to do with this amount of flour. You know what I mean? So if you have like a bunch of flour left over, obviously you're not going to track that the same way because you didn't use it. So I highly recommend, if you're tracking strictly, which I do not, put that in your bowl and make as many chicken tenders as you can so that you get an accurate reading of how many, what your macros are, etc. So I will post the recipe after this. I just want to make sure that what I'm using turns out correctly. So I have my plate and I have this kind of dish bowl thing for dipping. It's just what I have. It's not a big deal or anything, what shape your thing is. So I'm going to use, got all my seasonings here. So first of all, I'm going to put a cup of cream, heavy whipping cream, in this bowl. This is to dip it first, and then an egg. Voila. This is why I said if you're tracking, you really have to make sure that you use all of both batters, like the liquid batter and the dry batter. If not, you may want to do less. I should not have put lip gloss on because my hair is sticky. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Not that it matters. I'm not serving these to people outside of my family. So I put the egg in here and the heavy whipping cream, and that's basically it in there. And then I'm just gonna take a spoon or a fork, mix them around. Voila. Okay, set that off to the side. And then for the dry mixture, I'm going to use a cup of almond flour. I just used my only 1 cup here, so I'm scooping it. 3 1/3 cups. There we go. A cup of almond flour. And then also, the key, of course, is Parmesan cheese. You can freshly grate it yourself, but if you followed me at all, you know I don't do that very often unless I need to. How's your day going so far, you guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. These chicken strips have literally become our favorite dinner. Like, we haven't had chicken strips for so long. I realized doing keto that this is, and like, I'm kind of over the whole grilled chicken thing, you know? So these are really awesome. I don't know why I'm using a measuring spoon to mix that up. And then as far as seasonings, I know you guys are gonna want exact measurements. So let me get this out here for you. I didn't realize my onion powder is not open. I also did ranch seasoning the other night. I know some of you guys don't use that. I'm doing a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. If you have a pre-mixed low-carb seasoning, you can use that too. Hey Kelly, how's it going? Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I only seem to get phone calls while I'm live. I don't know what the deal is with that. Literally my phone doesn't ring at all the whole day. And then as soon as I go live, it's just the way it goes, you know? I'm gonna also do a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. This is really flexible, so whatever seasonings you want. Chili powder, if you wanna do cumin, basil, oregano. It kind of depends how you want your chicken tenders to turn out and if you have a certain theme for your dinner that night. So like last night, since I was doing the chicken nachos, I did more of like taco seasoning flavors. Otherwise, I typically go with like Italian seasoning flavors, if that makes sense. So today I'm doing oregano, basil, that kind of thing, since that's kind of how I like my regular. And yes, I'm doing all dried seasonings. If you have fresh, that is always awesome, of course. Feel free, like I said, to share. If you share, feel free to drop shared in the comments below. I just said feel free many times. I apologize for that. Hey Madison, you're catching another live. That's so awesome. Okay, here we go. Salt is the last thing I need. Salt and pepper. Also, non-scale victory. I realized that all my clothes are like getting so baggy. Like, look at this shirt. This shirt should actually be like this, but I don't have anything tight. I've always dressed like a tent, so this is what I'm dealing with. Also, if you like Disneyland, their spirit jerseys are life itself. They are awesome. They're so comfortable. I wear them every day. I have one in so many colors because they are awesome to just throw on your workout pants or leggings or whatever. Nachos. Yes, I will show you how to make them into chicken nachos at the end. So salt and pepper to taste, however you like it. If you're making for your kids, you may want to keep the seasonings rather plain. You could honestly just do the flour and the Parmesan cheese and maybe like a little bit of Himalayan salt and call it a day, just in case you have anyone picky in your family. So then I'm just mixing this mixture up. There we are. What do you guys like to dip your chicken strips in, like sauce-wise? It can be on plan or off. I'm just curious. Okay, so here we go. Hair is in the face. I seriously need a hair tie. But I wanted to show you guys that my hair is not in a messy bun 24/7. Thank you for saying I look great. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Nachos, great minds think alike. Yeah. What's up, Mandy? How's it going? Hey. Okay. Now this is kind of basic here. I'm going to pull out my drawer of my air fryer, like so. And then you just take the chicken strips, these tenderloins. Voila, I'm gonna put a couple in here. I did read something when I was looking up someone else's recipe that you can, this is my own concoction, but that you can put a little bit of olive oil on these for them to be a little bit extra crispy. I did that last night and then they actually ended up turning kind of too soggy. Like there was a lot of juice when I put them on the plate. So I didn't really want them runny and soggy. Another thing, I tried doing these on top of foil in my air fryer and again, the bottom was soggy and so was the breading. So I don't recommend that. So then you're just going to take them, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this, dip it in the egg mixture, and dip it in the breading mixture, and then you can just place it in your air fryer. However, I just tried this on the other chicken strip and it turned out even better. If you're worried about having enough breading, especially with the almond flour, I then dipped it again and back into the breading. Now if you don't want like the extra double breading, you do not have to, but it looks extremely crispy and delicious how I want it. So I'm doing the double dipper, okay? Okay. I know some people are into that and some are not. So you can totally do it just one dip like that, That's how I did it originally the first time when I tried these a few nights ago. My very first batch. And that was fine. It's just that realize even when you remove it from the air fryer, they turn out great, but they will still kind of lose some of the breading. However, on the one I just dipped twice, the breading didn't come off at all and it crispified perfectly. Again, I've heard great things about using coconut flour. I just am not sure yet if I want to put the coconut flavor taste like with, I don't know. I know in some cases you don't have a choice, so in that case, totally do it. Completely up to you. So here we go. This is just kind of a process, but this works out great for me now that I've figured out kind of the breading that I like with the almond flour. When my husband's on his way home from work, if we're gonna have these for dinner, then I just start a batch and then kind of time it so that I can make a second batch before he gets here. And this, my air fryer, the 3.8 quart will hold about 4 or 5 of these. And you'll notice that this is starting to get messy, but that's okay. You just kind of stick the breading on. It'll start to get damp. It's okay. Still turns out awesome in the air fryer, I promise you. And so I can do about 4 of these. And then the other thing is, if you have kids who love chicken strips, this is obviously a healthier way to do them than the store-bought ones or fast food. But you can also refrigerate these and store them to heat them up whenever you're ready. But I kind of like the breading just fresh out of the thing. What's the egg mixture? It is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 1 egg. That's it. Super easy. Voila. So I'm gonna wash this off here. And so I don't know if you can see this very well, but see, it fits 4. And if you're using an air fryer, you want to keep them kind of spread apart. You do not want them to all be touching. And then I put that in my air fryer, and then you're going to cook them at 360 for 12 minutes or 11 minutes. And then you just hit power, and now it's going. I'll show you. La la la. Voila. So now it's cooking, the air fryer's cooking. And literally 12 minutes, and I'm amazed, my husband was amazed too, at how tender and perfectly cooked the chicken comes out. The coating is almond flour, Parmesan cheese, and a bunch of different seasonings, whatever you feel like. And so the chicken does not come out dry, it does not come out chewy. You can do 11 to 12 minutes. I did 10 minutes last night, and I think one of them was undercooked, so I had to cook it again. 12 minutes is what works for me in my GoWise air fryer, but they turn out awesome. Let me show you the finished product. I'm not gonna make you just sit here for 12 minutes while they cook. This is one I made right before. So this is a whole chicken strip. It's crispy on the other side. It has been sitting for about 10 minutes, so obviously it's smushed down a little bit, but it's crispy. It's got the cheese in it. It's delicious, crunchy. And then really quick, a bunch of you guys saw my photo from last night or the night before of my chicken strips, and you wanted to know my dipping sauce. It is so simple. It's not even funny. It doesn't have to be fresh Parmesan, Madison. If you want to, that's great. I, of course, am a Costco addict, so this is what I use. The pre-shredded cheese doesn't bother me in my progress, but if it bothers you and your body, feel free to get the block and then shred it yourself. I am a lazy ketoer, totally loud and proud about it, don't worry. So that's what works for me. But I totally understand if you need the non-shredded, unshredded, whatever. Yeah, then that's fine too. So, dipping sauce really quick. Mayonnaise. You can also use ranch dressing. For dipping sauce, find a ranch dressing that works for you. Either make it from scratch or find one that's low carb and really pure on the shelf. So I just am going to spoon about half a cup of mayonnaise in here, depending on your sizes for whatever. And then my husband does not like spicy food, but he came up with this sriracha mayo, and it's not really anything to come up with. It's obviously sriracha and mayo. But he doesn't like spicy food, and if you just do a little drizzle like that, it's honestly not very spicy. I mean, ketchup is almost too spicy for him. So you can seriously do just a tiny little drizzle, and if you have someone who's sensitive to spiciness, just do that. That is the sauce I made in the picture with my chicken strips. It's delicious, it's hearty. If you like spicy food like I do, you can add in extra sriracha. You can also do ranch dressing, blue cheese dressing. If you have a great blue cheese or you make it yourself, it's awesome with these chicken strips. If you do the Italian kind of seasonings like I did, feel free to do a marinara or tomato sauce as long as it doesn't have any sugars added. And then also barbecue sauce. I know everyone asks what barbecue sauce I use. I use G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. This is hickory flavor. It's my favorite. They also have a maple and a honey, but this hickory is my absolute favorite. It's got 2 grams of net carbs for 2 tablespoons. So I just keep the amount low, or I cut it and mix it with mustard too, which is really good. So yeah, sriracha mayo, crispy, delicious chicken strips. And that's kind of all I have for you guys today. My other chicken strips will be done in 9 minutes, which is incredible. This is faster than I could ever cook chicken on the stovetop or in the oven, and it evenly fries them. They come out crispy. I highly recommend it. If you want to know the link to my exact air fryer, I will drop it in the comments below. And yeah, per usual, my name is Laura Cashara. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you're new to my broadcast, I go live every single day usually, or at least 5 to 6 times a week, and I always do at least 3 keto kitchens a week with super simple recipes. Nachos, yes, you are right. Nachos, really quick. Here's what I did last night. Take the chicken strips, and as soon as they're done cooking, pull them out of your air fryer, and then I laid a piece of foil in the air fryer, and I put all of the chicken tenders together. I covered them in cheddar cheese and cooked bacon bits, threw them back in the air fryer for about a minute. It melted the whole thing, and then I put sour cream, ranch dressing, chunks of avocado, and a dash of like hot sauce and pico de gallo on top. And so the chicken tenders actually become your chips, essentially. Extremely filling. I just filled my little air fryer, so it probably was like 6 chicken tenders on the bottom. And my husband and I split it, and we were filled to the gills with food. Like, that was it for the whole night, and it felt so good, and we didn't feel bloated, not like regular nachos, although I love regular nachos, and I love nacho cheese. Trying to keep it healthier, right? You know? And so for that too, you can also do a little less breading if you want to, since you're going to add all the cheese and all the toppings. So the nachos are really versatile. I highly recommend trying it out though for yourself. If you're into microwaving, you could also, instead of putting them back in the air fryer, you could put them in the microwave, melt everything on top, but realize it's gonna make your chicken more tough and chewy. So to keep that nice, fluffy, perfectly cooked chicken, I definitely would throw it back in the air fryer. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for all the likes, comments, and shares. And came up with that sauce too, just double checking. Do I have a Pinterest? I have my own like Pinterest, but I haven't added any of my recipes to it. I have had a bunch of requests to put them up on an easy recipe website, so I think I'm gonna start doing that actually. I usually find other recipes, or I make my own up, or I tweak them if I've tried them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Nice to meet all of you, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.